Hi, boys and girls. I have another read aloud for you today. It's focusing on friendship again. These girls in the story today don't exactly depend on each other, but they get into a little bit of a disagreement like we all do with our friends. And I want you to pay attention to how they work through it because I'm thinking that you probably have had a situation like this in your life. So as I read, or when I'm all done, think about, have you ever had this happen with a friend or someone in your family that you consider a friend? Our book is called The Sandwich Swap. It's written by Queen Renaya El Abdullah with Kelly DiPuccio and illustrated by Trisha Tusa. It all began with a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And it ended with a hummus sandwich. Selma and Lily were best friends at school. They drew pictures together. They played on the swings together. They jumped rope together. And they ate their lunches together. But just what they ate was a little different. Lily ate a peanut butter and jelly sandwich every day for lunch. Selma ate a hummus and pita sandwich every day for lunch. And although Lily never said it out loud, she thought Selma's sandwich looked weird and yucky. She felt terrible that her friend had to eat that icky chickpea paste every day. Ew, yuck. And although Selma never said it out loud, she thought Lily's sandwich looked strange and gross. She felt just awful that her friend had to eat that gooey peanut paste every day. Ew, gross. Then one day, Lily just couldn't hold back those pesky thoughts any longer. "Your sandwich looks kind of yucky," she blurted out. "What did you say?" Selma asked, thinking she must have understood her friend. "I said your sandwich looks yucky." Selma frowned. She looked down at the thin, soft bread, and she thought of her beautiful, smiling mother as she carefully cut Selma's sandwich into 2 neat halves that morning. Her feelings were hurt and turned to mad. "Yeah, well, your sandwich looks gross and it smells bad, too," Selma snapped back. Lily looked surprised. She sniffed the thick, squishy bread and thought of her dad in his silly apron, whistling as he cut Lily's sandwich into 2 perfect triangles that morning. Lily scowled. "It does not smell bad." "Does too." "Ew, yuck." "Ew, gross." That afternoon, the friends did not draw together. They did not swing together, and they did not jump rope together. The next day, Selma ate her lunch at one table, and Lily ate her lunch at another. Meanwhile, the peanut butter versus hummus story had spread, and everyone began choosing sides. Each side had something not so nice to say to the other, like peanut butter breath, jelly heads, garlic breath, chickpea brain. Pretty soon, the rude insults had nothing at all to do with peanut butter or hummus. "You're weird. You're stupid. You look funny. You dress dumb." And then it happened. Somebody yelled, "Food fight!" Peanut butter and hummus sandwiches and other lunch favorites began flying back and forth between sides of the lunchroom. They stuck to the walls, they stuck to the ceiling, they stuck to the lunch lady. When the sandwiches were all gone, pudding cups and applesauce and carrot sticks took flight. Selma and Lily looked at one another from across the rowdy, splattered room. They both felt ashamed by what they saw. They both really felt ashamed when the principal called them into her office after they had helped clean up the mess. The following day, Selma set her lunch down across from Lily's. The two girls nibbled on their sandwiches in silence. Finally, Lily got up the courage to speak. "Would you like to try a bite of my peanut butter jelly?" Selma grinned. "Sure, why not? Would you like to try my hummus and pita?" Lily laughed. "I'd like that. On the count of 3? Okay, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Yummy. Hey, this is delicious. And this is heavenly. The girls giggled and hugged and traded sandwiches. After lunch, Selma and Lily met with the principal again. This time, they were there to suggest a very special event for the whole school. And that's how it all began, with a peanut butter jelly sandwich and ended with a hummus and pita sandwich. They're creating sandwiches for everyone.